Our school's history begins on the 25th of April 1881, when Joseph Henry Davies founded Caulfield Grammar School with just 9 students. Over the next century, the school went from strength to strength, and approaching its 100th birthday, a member of school council asked, "What are we going to do that's special to commemorate this centenary?" The principal at the time, Reverend Angus Holmes, replied with an ambitious plan to build a school. 20 hectares of sloping land, now known as our Wheelers Hill campus, belonged to the Stott family. They worked the land growing orchards for a living. In 1968, Caulfield Grammar purchased the land, and it lay dormant for the next decade or so, but for the exception of a small herd of cattle from Yarra Junction campus that grazed there. Pioneered by the founding head of Wheelers Hill campus, Milton Chewers, excitement grew in the community for the vision of the school and the bold blueprint to establish a new campus. Huge amounts of planning took place to hire staff, establish teaching programs, and develop an ambitious Stage 1 building program, which included 16 classrooms, a tuck shop, caretaker's residence, a tennis court, and 3 ovals. The opening of Wheelers Hill campus also launched Caulfield Grammar School as a co-educational school, with Malvern and Caulfield campuses following suit and enrolling girls from 1993. And so it was, on the 4th of February 1981, 100 years after its first students began, Caulfield Grammar School opened its Wheelers Hill campus with 197 students and 10 members of staff. The excitement of opening day saw some staff and students setting their alarms at 5 a.m. to make sure they arrived on time. There was 1 class at each of years 3, 4, 5 and 6, and 3 classes at year 7. In period 3, everyone gathered for their first assembly. There were speeches, a prayer, and the singing of the school song. Then, a historic photo was taken of the foundation staff and students on the bank of the number 1 oval, now called Masterton Oval. Classes started in the cluster buildings along with sport, a junior choir and instrumental music groups. Even the tuck shop was opened with the assistance of the enthusiastic parent community. Through its formative years, Mr. Chewers engendered a great spirit and sense of community at the campus. The relationships he developed with students, staff and parents over time played a huge part in developing the wonderful family atmosphere the campus has become famous for. Over time, the buildings and facilities grew and grew. From humble beginnings, the campus now has many state-of-the-art facilities and magnificent grounds in a beautiful setting for all to enjoy. In the 1980s, the gym, the library, the junior primary and senior secondary clusters were all completed. As each year passed, more students commenced, so the extra buildings meant more classes were added, more teachers and more subjects. In 1986, the first group of Year 12s graduated from the campus. Did you know there are 20 students from this year group that have had their own children come to Caulfield Grammar School? Some at Malvern, some at Caulfield, and some at Wheelers Hill campus, just like their parents did. The 1990s saw the campus expand further. The library was extended and named the G.M. Chewers Library after the founding head of campus. The Early Learning and Creative Arts Centres were opened, as well as new synthetic hockey, tennis, netball courts on the middle oval. The 2000s saw the opening of the Memorial Hall, the Chapel of St Mary and the Function Room. The John and Judith Dawson Indoor Sports Complex opened and major landscaping of the campus was completed. In 2011, the Ullen Centre was opened, a multi-purpose hall, gymnasium and other spaces for the junior school. In the years that followed, expansion and redevelopment of other areas took place, including the wonderful library which serves everyone from kinder to year 12. Initially, Wheelers Hill only had 4 houses: Langley, Lumsden, Shaw and Willsmore, all named after significant past students. Holmes House was started in 1993 when the 7th principal of our school, Reverend Angus Holmes, retired. These houses are wonderful communities within themselves, where students from kinder to year 12 connect, belong and move through the school together. With thousands of graduate students, Wheelers Hill campus has developed a nurturing environment with community at its heart. 40 years of Wheelers Hill campus means 40 years of co-education at Caulfield Grammar School, and we celebrate both anniversaries. On all of our campuses, being co-ed is important to us. It's who we are and what we believe. At just 40 years young, Our Wheelers Hill campus has come a long way, and we are so excited to see what the next 40 years look like.